Hi, this is Jagdish, Assistant Professor of EC Department, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So today our topic is the case study on the tremendous evolution of Wi-Fi over infrared communication. So let us dive into the topic. First, we shall start with infrared and then later we will start the Wi-Fi. So first, infrared. So infrared is nothing but of one kind of a wireless technology that enables data to be exchanged between transmitter and the receiver without the cable or any kind of a wires. This is the main thing we should notice. So there is no cable or any wire kind of communication is required in this infrared communication. So because of this, the complication in the circuits, that is overall implementation of the communication, will be reduced. So, and again, when you going for this infrared, this infrared is nothing but of it is one electromagnetic energy, that is electromagnetic signal. So we already discussed so many concepts related to the electromagnetic signal. So electromagnetic signal or a spectrum which consists of so many frequency slots. So like in each and every frequency slot that is named as X-ray, RF, microwave, gamma rays, like that. So this is the infrared is the one of the electromagnetic signal which exists in the electromagnetic spectrum. So this infrared is nothing but of infra plus red. You can split up like this. Infra in the sense that is a below red. Red means red color. So below the range of the red and above the range of visible light. That is the meaning of infrared. And infrared is actually a that can be used to transmit the signal within a short distance. So maximum it can able to transfer the signal between only 5 meters, within the 5 meters. And also this infrared which requires the direct line of sight. That is a direct line of sight, is also called as LOS. That LOS is nothing but of the transmitter and the receiver both must be directly aligned. Then only the transmission can be happened. Like for example, if there is on point A and on point B, you can name it as A is a transmitter and B is the receiver. If there is nothing in between these two, there is an empty space and both A and B can able to see each other, means that we can able to have a communication. Or else, if there is any obstacle or any walls or any plants or any kind of object between there, means there won't be any communication will be happen. So this is the line of sight. This is called a line of sight. So the both the transmitter and the receiver must be directly aligned. So and the range is, I already told, that's a 5 meters only. So this infrared actually invented by the astronomer named called William Herschel during the early 19th century. And this infrared actually which was used in so many mobile companies like Nokia, Samsung and Micromax and early mobile phones, right? So these technology, these smartphones which actually used this infrared technology to have a communication between two mobiles. And also not only in mobile phones, this infrared actually being used in it is used in TV remotes. Actually TV remote, you could see in the front of the TV remote there would be like a LED type of one device will be there actually. That is actually a transmitter. That may be a that may be a laser diode or photo diode that actually sends the light pulse to the receiver. And in a receiver section there would be a one photodiode that captures and detects the light pulse which actually transmitted by the transmitter, and then it will process the light pulse and it will retrieve the information what actually transmitted from the transmitter. This is the working principle of infrared technology. So this infrared actually, this has though it is used in so many applications, like not only in a TV and mobile communication, it also used in a PlayStation, image scanner, printer and actually home security system. Those kind of an application it has actually been used. And this has so many drawbacks because as I said already, this can able to have a only short distance communication. Maximum range is 5 meters, and also This can be used only for the line of sight. It can be blocked by any humans or any walls or any obstacles in between these two. If there is any obstacle between the transmitter and the receiver, it can be affected easily. And also it can be affected by the weather condition like lightning or dust or any kind of a rainy thing. It can be easily affected. And also the speed of the infrared communication is very, very less. And also this has many disadvantages like this. So this is the thing why the mobile companies like Nokia or Samsung, then Micromax and Redmi phones, like all the leading companies, which replaces the infrared communication to the Wi-Fi communication. So let us go into the Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is nothing but of the same. It is also one kind of a wireless communication. It's similar like infrared, but only the difference is the infrared communication which requires direct line of sight, LOS. But in case of Wi-Fi, it does not require any LOS. It can travel through the air. The signal can be traveled through the air, and it can reach maximum number of distance. Like when you compare with the infrared only can able to communicate with 5-meter distance. But in the case of Wi-Fi, it will be maximum around 50 meters. It can able to cover Wi-Fi. And also Wi-Fi is nothing but of it is a greater frequency. Its wavelength will be very, very short. Like it uses 2.45 gigahertz frequency range, and this Wi-Fi is actually invented by Vic Hayes. He has named as a father of Wi-Fi. And also because of these advantages, Wi-Fi actually implemented in the smart mobile phones, especially but still the infrared is actually being used in some applications. It still exists, but especially in a mobile phone mobile companies, which actually initially the mobile phones used the infrared technology, but in the latest the mobile phones replaced the infrared technology to Wi-Fi. So this is the reason why actually Wi-Fi become a tremendous successful in the recent days. Means it is actually implemented in the smartphones.